Clocks in.
Clocks in.
What up, Clocks in?
Soul fam clocks in.
Clocks in.
Clocks in.
Clocks in.
My homie Clocks.
The Clarkson sound like you need to come up.
Clarkson coming up next.
Clocks in.
Yo, Clocks in.
Peace to the Universal Family. My name is Clarkson.
Peace to the Universal Family. It's me, Clarkson. And today's video is about knowledge. We're breaking down today's mathematics. Alright, today represents knowledge. Y'all know it's August 1st. And 1 represents knowledge in the supreme mathematics. So we're gonna be breaking that down. We're also gonna be jumping around to a few different topics today. Just really expounding on the power of knowledge and what it could do. And just right off the bat, I'm gonna tell y'all, knowledge is everything if you think about it. Like, really think about it. Let's just say we just really think about what knowledge is, even outside of the whole supreme mathematics. It's like, so somebody doesn't know nothing about that. What, you know what I'm saying? How important is knowledge? Knowledge is the most important thing. And the reason why it's the most important thing is because it's the predecessor to all things before it. You know, there's nothing before knowledge. Knowledge is first. Once you have knowledge, you can act on it. You know, you can act on it or not act on it. But once you have it, that gives you something to work with. You know, for example, I wouldn't be able to make this video right now if I didn't have the knowledge of how to set up the camera, press play, prompt up the camera so you can see my face. That has to be knowledge that I know. You know, that's knowledge that I know. And then I apply the knowledge, therefore, y'all see me right now. What's up? You know? So, so many things on my mind right now that I wanted to build with y'all. It's been a minute since I've just been on the camera, one-on-one. I know I made a video a few days ago at Lamert Park, talk about not giving up. But that wasn't really like a catch-up video. You know, I didn't make a video be like, hey, y'all, you know, I'm back or whatever. Because I know I've been promising to be more consistent, right? But for some reason, I don't know. It's like my throat chakra hasn't been active. I don't even know what to call it. Like, I haven't been having the zeal to make YouTube videos like I used to, you know? Like, even now, I'm forcing myself to do this. This is not something that I want to do right now. I just want to go in my office and just get the work I have to get done. You know, I got the Clocks and podcast and all that other stuff going on. Working on some new books, music that I keep saying. But I'm actually working on music though. This new team that it's going really well right now with my homies, Flow Nation. That's something I'm putting a lot of time into, a lot of time and energy into. But it's like, I don't want to forget my foundation. And this goes back to what I just said earlier. The knowledge is the first thing that you need for something. And knowledge is the foundation. So this is my foundation, you know. This is what I've started on. Before I really started going crazy on Instagram, before I started these groups and helped out with starting other groups and all these other new things that I'm doing, it was YouTube first. I started on YouTube. Before I even had a book, it was YouTube. You know, this is how I even got comfortable talking to people in the first place. Like, y'all, most of y'all don't even know this, but I wasn't even comfortable talking to people, y'all. I was so shy. I wasn't even showing my face on camera. It was so many things that I just wouldn't do, you know? And it was like, I just had to kind of grow out of that and grow up. But even now, it's like, of course I can do it now. I'm not shy, nothing like that, but like, that doesn't mean I always want to, you know? So I'm just letting y'all know now, like, I'm really pushing myself right now to do this because I do not want to make this video. I don't. But today, since it's August, and it's like it's constantly reminding me every new month when it hits the first, it always reminds me, like, okay, I need to get back on my square, get back on, you know, my foundation. So that's the goal for today. I'll restructure, rebuild, shift, and rebuild my foundation. Right? Because I hear a lot of people talk about, oh, you know, you should keep building your foundation, but what if your foundation isn't built properly? then technically you gotta destroy your foundation to rebuild it into a new one. Because if your foundation is bad, you don't want to necessarily build on top of that. You know, it's like building on top of sand. It's eventually gonna crumble. So right now, I'm really focusing on restructuring my foundation, re-solidifying it, making sure that the foundation I already have is strong. You know, so I'm doing that in all aspects of my life, not just YouTube, but YouTube is a constant reminder because I'm always on it anyway, watching and studying other people's YouTube channels and videos. So I was like, you know what, Clarkson, you should probably reinforce your own. And I don't know what's up with my voice today, y'all. It's like it sounds cracked. I don't know why. Like the one day I decided to just push myself to make a YouTube video, my voice is like, it was like, why? I was rapping earlier, so maybe I blew out my voice. I don't know. I was trying to spit bars, go crazy. So now my voice is like, oh, that's it. You don't got no more voice in you. So, but nah, I wanna get this out. So, knowledge. So yeah, knowledge is to gather information, facts. You know, knowledge is in the supreme mathematics to look, listen, observe, and respect. That's what knowledge represents, you know. Awareness, observation. You know, knowledge is experience as a form of knowledge. And to acquire knowledge, you gotta look, listen, observe, and respect, you know. So that's what knowledge is. That's what today represents. And how I see today's mathematics, with knowledge being the foundation of everything, I'm reprogramming myself, in my ways and actions and the way I move. Cause I like y'all don't know this, but I went on like a 7-day, like reset in a way of like tapping into my more stable sides. You know, focusing on my rock solid foundations instead of a new idea after new idea. You know, I was kind of bringing it all in, focusing on what I already have. So that's helped me bring forth a new idea in a way, and that's what I'm doing right now, focusing on my core foundation. What did I start with? Like from the ground up, what started this momentum that I have right now with the Clarkson brand, all these things that's going on right now in my life? What was first? I'm focusing on my core foundations right now. And so the more I trace back, the more I realize, okay, as far as the media goes, it was YouTube. It was this channel. It all started here. It actually started before this channel. It was the channel before this. For the fans that really know, I had a gaming channel first. And then I morphed that into more of the conscious stuff. And then I said, okay, I don't want to mix both content, so I made a whole new channel. Excuse me. With just the conscious content, which is this channel. This channel used to be called Clarkson's Vlogs. Then I changed it to just Clarkson because I'm like, this is going to be my main thing, and the gaming stuff's going to be the side stuff. So that's basically my foundation. First it was the Clarkson Gaming, now it's the Clarkson channel. So I really want to put a lot more work and focus, just like I put all that time into my Instagram, and that's been growing. It's almost at 4,000 followers. I want the YouTube to represent my constant work and dedication. You know, I want that to grow. I want my YouTube side to really grow. So moving forward, especially this month and going forward, I've been putting a lot of time, effort, and energy into my foundation, back into this. All right. You know, that's how I see today's mathematics. You know, it's knowledge. I'm gonna do the knowledge on how to properly build my YouTube channel through the YouTube algorithm, and build my foundation, which is knowledge. This is my foundation. This is where I put a lot of my knowledge into. A lot of y'all know me from the videos or the art of this, the art of that, the collaborations I had. All that stuff was on this channel. You know, and then I morphed to Instagram and just stayed on there most of the time, but it came from here first. This is my foundation. This is where my knowledge was first brought to y'all. You know, so we going back there, right? It's all full circle moment. You know, so yeah, y'all. Pretty much it for that. What else did I want to build on? I also had like a small little revelation today. for those of you that are into astrology, I was studying Vedic astrology this morning, and I found out my moon in Vedic astrology is actually in Aquarius. You know, like in the Western astrology, y'all, my moon is in Pisces. You know, so for the last year and a half, 2 years, I've been studying my moon sign being Pisces. But today, I just found out that in Vedic astrology, which is still astrology but slightly different in the charts, I think I'm gonna do some more research. But I think the Western astrology shifts every 10 to 15 years, something like that. So the sun signs always gonna be the same. You know, I'm an Aries always, but certain other signs within the chart are like not crazy dramatically moved, but just slightly moved over. When there's any type of movement in the astrological chart, if it's like next to the cusp, it can go into the next sign. So the next sign after Aquarius, after Pisces, is Aquarius. You know, so if we're going backwards, like forward, it will be restarting and it'll be Aries. But if you go back a little bit, the sign before Pisces is Aquarius. So my moon was Pisces in Western. In Vedic, it's actually Aquarius. And so when I started doing research on people with Aquarius and the moon sign, I was hitting on all new kind of things, y'all. So I would recommend y'all, for those of you that are really into astrology, you know your chart, look at your chart in the Western astrology and also look at your chart in Vedic astrology. VEDIC, Vedic astrology. Look at your chart in there and see what your rising sign, your moon sign. 9 times out of 10, your rising is going to be the same. Mine's still a Gemini rising, but check your moon sign. Your moon sign might be different in Vedic astrology, all right? So that's going to be interesting because, like, I love looking at astrology. I love researching it and all that stuff because it gives you a better perspective into yourself, you know? It gives you more knowledge of yourself than you already have, you know? So, yeah, I know I love doing that. And I found out people with Aquarius moon like doing that. They like studying themselves. Like, their favorite place is in their mind. Their mind is their best friend, you know? So it's like, it makes perfect sense. That's why I do what I do. That's why I take my little alone times, you know what I'm saying? Go to my Clarkson sacred hyperbolic time chamber places. Even now, this office right here. It's like my little spot that I found. So, yeah. That was a pretty big revelation today. Cause like my whole mindset shifted today. I don't know why. It was like a huge shift today, specifically today. Usually I'm on a roll with momentum, but today it was like a. I was like, okay, let me go to the park and figure this out. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom. Let me just check my astrology, because I always try to go back to myself. Whenever I have a problem or an answer that I can't immediately solve, I go back to my roots. Okay, how did I get here? Okay, I study myself. How do I study myself? Look at my past. Look at who I am, why I am the way I am. You know, I do introspection. So, why I am the way I am, or why do I think the way I think? You know, I do that, and it usually leads me back to 9 times out of 10. It leads me back to astrology, and so I've been using that template for the past 3 years, and it's been helping. So, why, you know what I'm saying? Why not use something that's been helping this whole time? You know, so if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So astrology's been helping me get this far, and it's been pretty successful. So I'm gonna keep using it until it's not. You know, so. Now I have a whole new rabbit hole to go down. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much what I want to share with y'all. Don't underestimate knowledge. You know, there's always something you don't know. So when you hit a roadblock, it's just showing you that there's something you need to learn. It doesn't mean it's all over for you, or it doesn't mean that I'm never gonna get there. No, it just means you learn what you need to learn for that time, and now it's time for you to learn something else. That's what that means. When you hit a roadblock, you're like, dang, I just don't have the answers. It means you need to learn more. You know. It might mean you need to learn something from somebody else. You might have to get out and meet new people. Everybody has a piece of knowledge that you didn't have that you can use. So keep expanding. And that's something I was doing for the past 2-3 weeks. That really helped. But then this was a reminder to also go back in self. Because I'm always kind of traveling and, you know, meeting new people and collaborating. And that's cool too. But like every once in a while I got to stop and go back to self. What does Clarkson have to say about these things? Yeah, I'm getting opinions from everybody else, which is cool and all that stuff. But what does Clarkson have to say about this, you know? Go inside. So, but yeah, y'all. That's about it. New videos coming soon. I know I say it all the time, but I'm serious. New videos coming soon. And yeah. Thank y'all for tapping in with me. Give me any video ideas you think I should make. And yeah, love y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.